Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sense, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is August the 6th, 2024, and today the topic is woke versus awake. Happy Tuesday. It's Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Monday. Mine was just fine. Yes, mine was good overall. Mine was quite busy actually. I had two episodes of the GSL talk show to film, and both were meaningful, impactful conversations with two lovely gentlemen. Um, so that was a blessing. And then I ended up going to church, working my church shift, I guess you would say, for the Monday night gathering. It was back to school blessing again. So we, took the kids that was there and things of that nature, did the whole shebang again, had a little bit of fellowship and whatnot afterwards as well. And all of that was nice. Unfortunately, I didn't have the hot dogs and the pickles, man. So I didn't get my hot dog and pickle yesterday. I did get some nachos. And so I enjoyed that, right? Um, there was other stuff that was going on throughout the day. Oh, I was supposed to meet with my virtual assistant because we've been trying to meet every month, but I was like, girl, I'm tired, and I know I got these two GSL episodes to do and X, Y, and Z. So we just kind of touched base on some, some of her needs and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like there was something else too. But I can't remember. I got some of the photos from the photo shoot that we did on Saturday from Miss Nicole, and I added it to the album. I think I told y'all that yesterday, right? And so technically tomorrow starts NJ's first day, but yeah, I know everybody's excited and everything like that. So yeah, that's about it. Today might be a little low key ish. There's things on my schedule, but not like filming wise. I do have to go run errands and whatnot. But outside of that, yeah, therapy today. Got to go to therapy, so hopefully that will be good as well. And yeah, man, that's about it. So y'all, let's get into this conversation, y'all. Woke versus awake. What brought me to this is I saw the word woke. I think it was a couple of times this morning, if I'm not mistaken. I woke up around 4 something. I did have a dream again. Look, your girl been dreaming, which is so ironic because again, like I told you guys, we just started a new series with the kids. It's called In Your Dreams, and it's all about Joseph and his dreams, things of that nature. And your girl has been dreaming back to back almost every night, which I hate to say that because then I don't want it to stop. Be like, okay, well, blah blah blah, but yeah, that's something I noticed and whatnot. And like I said, I've been trying to do better with keeping up with my dreams. So I wake up in the morning, write them down, or write what I can remember, and then I come, then I go forth and do my other daily tasks. But yeah, so that has been interesting. But I don't know if last night's dream is worth sharing, but either way, so yeah, I woke up this morning. I saw the word woke a couple of times in a couple of different posts, and it stood out to me. I listened to the prayer meditation, and then I came back to it. And yeah, like right when I was getting ready to just think like, okay, woke, that's when the phrase woke versus awake came to my heart and mind. And I said, okay. And so I went and looked into it. Now let's see what these definitions got to say, friends. The definition of woke says aware of and actively attentive to important facts and issues. So yeah, I know everybody may be familiar with this term woke, right? We've heard it said in media and all these different type of things. It's a slang term per se, but it's very interesting, like I said, because it has an official definition now. So that's what the official definition says. But most people are kind of using it in a slang type of way. But what I'm receiving this morning is that there's a difference between being woke and awake. All right, so let's look at the definition of awake, and it says stop sleeping and to wake from sleep is also what that definition said. And so, I mean, obviously there's plenty of verses that is centered around being awake and staying awake and things of that nature. And At some point, like I said, I kept trying to go deeper about this, but I didn't necessarily feel led to write down too many verses in regards to that. So I put it in the go deeper section for you guys to take a look at those things on your own, because God was not leading me to write down any of the things that I was seeing. One, I believe I probably said these things before, that not that that matters, but yeah. So at that time, I was really just kind of like, okay, well, Lord, help me to, be able to share with the people what you want, what you're telling me. Basically, you're saying that again, it's more important for us to be awake than woke. And so help me with verse whatever to, show the people that, right? Um, so before I got into that though, I took a look at the biblical definition of awake. And I came across this quote that says, being alert and ready for action. So again, all of this sounds familiar, right? But what I received when I read that quote this morning was that things that might be Pope this morning, maybe might not want to receive. Yeah, we can be alert and be ready for action, but are you alert and ready for action about the right things? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When we hear the term woke, right, we know that a lot of times that's being used talking about social justice and all things of that nature. And don't get me wrong. Yes, God does care about the oppressed. He cares about justice and things of that nature. Matter of fact, I found some verses that reiterate that, and that was Isaiah 1:17. It says, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice. Y'all can confirm if I'm reading that right. To the fatherless, plead the widow's case. So obviously God cares about the oppressed, right? And we, I can say that there are some people that are oppressed, right? Some people that are taken advantage of, things of that nature. And we know that God don't like that. Here's another verse, Proverbs 14:31. It says, whoever oppresses the poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors him. So yes, God does care about the oppressed. He cares about, everybody. Matter of fact, we're teaching that like literally yesterday and Sunday, we were teaching the kids that God loves everyone the same. So yes, he cares about those that are oppressed. He cares about those that are being taken advantage of. He cares about the poor. He cares about the hungry. He cares about everybody the same. There's no, like they say, a respect as a person when it comes to the Lord. And it was interesting, like I said, as I was reiterating these things to the kids over the past couple of days, I just was reminded of how we should just be grateful that God is not like man, right? Because we were sharing the biblical story about how Jacob favored Joseph and made the other brothers jealous and things of that nature because he just loved them so much, gave him this coat of many colors, all this different type of stuff, right? And and we can get like that, man. We can have our favorite people and all this type of stuff, right? We can look up to celebrities and all these things as quote unquote idols and things of that nature. God doesn't care about any of that, and that's something that we should for, right? That He loves us all the same. And I know it don't feel like that, right? And it don't seem like that and feel like that sometimes because you see again these people got a lot, these people got a little, and you don't feel like that's fair and things of that nature. I came across a verse. I don't think I wrote it down today, but obviously it's the verse that talks about, the those that are quote unquote poor are usually rich in faith and things of that nature. And again, the Bible does say that God used the foolish things to confound the wise. Again, we might think, well, maybe they don't need the faith, maybe they need money, whatever we feel about how God is doing things. But again, that's a good thing that we're not in control and that God is. So again, like I said, I was just going deeper. I was like, Lord, well, help me, give me some verses so I can tell the people, because they need to know that if you're trying to say that we're focused on the wrong things and that at the end of the day, again, yes, being woke and being to again be alert and be ready for action to seek justice and all these different things for the oppressed is good, but it's not as important as your will and your way. And help me. I was like, help me find some verses, Lord. I even went to chatholybible.com and all of that different type of stuff to get more verses. But there wasn't really much standing out to me to share. There was some things I put in the go deeper section, so those things were standing out. but I only felt led to write down maybe like 1 or 2 verses to regards to this. And so the first one was Proverbs 14:31. It says, "Who?" Oh no, I read that one already. Okay, no. So there's only like one verse. I told y'all I didn't feel led to write down none of the verses. So the only verse I felt led to write down this morning was 2 Corinthians 4:18. It says, "As we love not to." Maybe I'm reading it wrong, so y'all go pull it up yourself. But it looks like I wrote, "As we love not to the things that are seen, look not." Okay, that's right. Okay, sorry, y'all. Me and my chicken scratch. Here we go. "As we look not to the things that are seen, but to things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, but the things are not, or excuse me, that are unseen are eternal." So that's the only verse I felt led to write down in regards to share right now to you guys. I mean, there's plenty of verses that you guys can peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. All you got to do is go to openbible.info and plug in the word awake, and that will show several verses about, staying awake and the importance of it versus, I guess, this word woke or whatever the case may be. But I mean, ultimately, the juice is, again, I guess let's focus on what the priorities actually are. Seek the Lord about what that means for you. And like I said, I guess what I'm receiving the juices this morning is that although it be good to stay alert and be ready for action, what are you alert and ready for action for? Are you ready for action when it comes to the things of this world, the things that are getting ready to fade away, the things that are not going to be important at the end of the day? Or are we going to be, focused on, again, the eternal things, and things that have eternal consequences? Like I said, it might be Pope. That's the juice this morning. Now, the Bible verse of today is James 1:12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And there you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. Hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, and sharing all those wonderful things. Shout out to the person watching live. Hey, I see you. Oh, I just see the number 1, so I see somebody there. But anywho, no pressure. You don't got to talk to me if you don't want to. But yeah, man, I'm grateful, man, and I'm grateful to receive this juice today. I hope and pray that I'm, like they say, on the right side of history. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on the things that are eternal and not the things that are, again, fading away. And like I said, I hope you're encouraged and inspired by that. Go deeper. Because like I said, there are plenty of verses. I just didn't feel led to write none of them down. I was like, Lord, they're not standing out to me to write down. Okay, I was like, okay. So yeah, y'all have a wonderful Tuesday, man. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow at the Lord's will. Bye.